5 Royal. We're up to session number 50. Did I typo that? Hold on. Totally professional, by the way. I may have came back from some power issues that I hope will be a non-factor. Yeah, 52. I'm thinking of parity for the last session. But anyway, no switch scenes, and we'll do a recap and boot the game up and all that other good stuff. So there, right? All right. Hold on. Anyway, there I be while I brighten this up because, again, like I said before, this camera is it's not like settings. There we go. Anyway, in the previous session of Persona 5 Royal, we had midterms, we had a bunch of plot being unleashed on us, and we're still in a bad spot. I'm not going to mince some words on that. The SIU, pretty much like the Special Investigation Department, has their eyes on us, size on our tail. We have no leads, and our only hope lies on a place with Akechi, which I've said enough thoughts on the matter. I feel like we're at a bad spot. Anyway, I feel like we're at a bad spot just because we're relying on Akechi, who, for the moment, is having the revelations that it's probably not us, but someone else, and we're just relying on gut feeling and hopefully not having bad things happen. It feels like that's been the trend for the past couple sessions. But we're a couple days away from the festival. We're at the day before the festival, so I felt like a good place to stop at the time. We're at least given the option to head out for the night. Let's see if there's anything new at the Tanaka's shop. I guess some more of that stuff, so. We'll probably hang out with Hifumi after, I think we still have our... We still have a matching persona for that person, I think. It was Star? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have a Star. Yeah, I got Garuda. I keep having to second guess myself, but we can do it at the later days. And get a fortune reading at the same time. Bounties really murders? Weren't saying that. My cram school teacher says the bounties are bad guys. Really? Man, I never should have thought they were cool. I feel so dumb now. I bet he's totally cooler than them. I hope he can catch the bad guys. I'm feeling when even kids are starting to doubt us. Anyway, I guess in other news, I did look back on the footage from yesterday, and yeah, I do sound a little bit more coherent with the compressor filter on. I'm not sure how to fine tune it. I just knew that at the time it was turned off, and I never turned that particular filter back on. Wasn't it like perfume or something? That was, yeah. Picked that while I'm here, I guess. Alright, I forgot it. I was thinking, yeah, geez, Hifumi is just in Shinjuku. Oh, there's more. Alright, I'll buy it.
What are you gonna do today? Now.
The place in Westfield Valley for rehabilitation is a repository for so-called art exhibits. Apparently such places collected many objects solely for the purpose of displaying them. Autumn is supposedly referred to as the season of the arts in your world. It is an especially appropriate timing. Art is an echo of the heart. It echoes the soul of both artists and viewers, or so I've heard. The strength of one's heart is the strength of their persona. I am certain this place shall aid the inmates' rehabilitation.
What'll you do?
Well, I will say one thing. If you me, I'm sorry, but this is more important.
Let's go, inmate.
Ah, so you do know it. Take us there immediately, inmate.
Onward, inmate.
What is this that humans call art? We shall see for ourselves. I see. Our prior information was correct. Seems to be a great number of objects on display here. Are these all art exhibits? I heard them before. Apparently involve humans' aesthetic senses or something. Let's go inspect the premises. Are you even capable of appreciating art properly?
What?
What do you mean by that? I'm shouting so loudly. The signs prohibit it. I know. Anyway, let's go appreciate some art already. Ew. The number of pieces on display far exceeds my expectations. Art sure does take many forms, though. Some of them are downright photorealistic. Actually, wouldn't it be easier to just take photos in these situations? And what's with these so-called portraits or whatever they're called? What's the point of painting a giant human face? Those landscapes are more incomprehensible. What is so interesting about paintings of some dull terrain? Where's the fun in painting living humans or scenery just so that other humans can look at it? It's no satisfaction. So you mean to say that artists only craft what they want to see exist? And they just sit back and listen to people discuss and appreciate their work in places like this? Such a pointless gesture, yet so human at the same time. Speaking of, there was one exhibit. Swear I can't say that word because it's live sometimes. There's one exhibit that just looks like a bunch of scribbles. Why would something like that be displayed? I can understand different art having different levels of craftsmanship. Was that simply a part of a child's? No. If anyone is a child here, it's you. Even I could sense something special from that painting.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? What are you all about? It scribbles any way you look at it. Face is all screwed up, the nose and ears are wrong. That painting is an accurate depiction of the darkness within the human heart. How unfortunate, Carolyn. It seems you lack even a shred of aesthetic sense. Excuse me? I'll tell what you're lacking. Just see, you're lacking proper eyesight.
No.
Perhaps you lack any sense at all. Sounds like you need good shock in your brain. Same could be said for you. Hey inmate, are you gonna tell me that messes with the sketch is actually art? It's art. It's time you admit defeat, Carolyn.
Damn it.
Your opinions are valid, inmate, baka. Say, did you say this painting that looks like a bunch of scribbles? Apparently it's for 500 million yen. That's naughty. Even my youngest can make something that looks like that.
What?
500 million? That makes no sense whatsoever. I wholly agree with you on that. This requires further study. Let us continue to inspect the premises. We saw a great deal of interesting displays. That last sculpture we saw, that was nothing but a tasteless reproduction of a naked body. Are you gonna tell me that counts as art too? thought this human concept of beauty simply took many forms, but it has spread all the way to the realms of the bizarre. Why do humans even pursue this beauty in the first place? You also waste your efforts striving toward beauty, inmate. I'm already beautiful. From where do you muster such stupendous confidence? Tell you failed, you're stepping into a trash can. But anyway, we've seen the art that humans are so fond of. This assignment is officially complete. Here is your reward. That's actually pretty good. I mean, we could play an item pairing with that, but that's good as a passive. I still haven't learned why so many humans call autumn the season of the art show. Eh, whatever. Can we head back and try to make our own paintings? A fine idea. What shall we paint? The guillotine? The master?
Fine. Let's go home.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get back. Hey, mate, get to stepping. I'm curious what's happening. Hold on. Oh, just stuff I should be looking at. Meanwhile, my ratings.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
I can imagine what's dragging into people, and again, wishful thinking that I would hope things go well today, but we didn't fight a catchy, so.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all.
Infamous, more like. Sorry, I'm being a little bit too sassy today. Don't mind me.
The Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plain clothes, too.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss. Acting like normal students is going to be important. What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but we just have to rare the matter.
Hanging out isn't precisely the focus of the school festival. More importantly, it's possible that both your names have come up during the investigation.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Yeah, like I could forget that.
Don't let your guard down too much. It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct? Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me. This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it?
I mean, she's technically correct, so.
It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here. We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Yeah, just totally disregard the cat that's in our bank. I mean, huh?
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
Well,
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod bro.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible! Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that!
Ryuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Ryuji, he just had one job, that's to say to hoe us.
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Probably most of column A and some of column B for all I know.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
Takoyaki done now, just so we get out of this feel bad trip.
You are so carefree. Does it mean that you have nerves of steel in any situation?
There's a seal and an iron stomach.
Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait. Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one. Wait, is she honestly going for it?
We were...
Do you want to go for the red one?
You know what? I'm willing to say it's probably not the real one, the real special one. No, but sure.
Ooh, impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
Why am I not surprised?
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
My takoyaki.
Let's just call this my performance fee.
And again, if a Akechi's gonna eat it, by all means, go for it.
But
It's fine.
It's quite the...
Well, sucks to be you.
eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love, spicy stuff.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you, tomorrow.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
Well, I guess we're spared then, so.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue?
Yeah, I highly doubt that.
This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what. That Akechi guy. When he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
No, I've heard that too, and that's, again...
So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
I'm still having my doubts in the back of my mind. I just feel like I'm rambling and repeating the same thing, but, you know, that's honestly my thoughts.
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all. What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all. I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Anyone's guess at this point. Wait. Xander? Yusuke's missing. Wander off to. Always doing whatever he pleases. Think he's still checking all those festival stalls?
Let's head back.
I'm sure it'll be fine. This is Yusuke we're talking about. Let's head home. Alright, I keep forgetting he wanted to talk to Moroki this entire time. Excuse me. You're Dr. Takuda Moroki, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm a student at the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuichi and Anne first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. Now I wish to speak with you as well. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san?
Quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you've taken interest in me. You heard about the council, correct?
Indeed.
Correct. Now teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless abyss.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold on there. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize. I simply cannot contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? It's not really allowed.
How about it?
No, but how about this? Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? Me? Of course, there's no charge. All you have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well. You and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. I see. So you were Monterame-san's. It's in the past. How curious. Never imagined counseling to be like this.
Well,
Well, I'd say it's less counseling and more about being a report. When somebody first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. It's a method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. It's rather similar to the formal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session now. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk to them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves.
I see.
However, if you're the... I feel like I feel like I want to cough, but I started down, so apologies. However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking to me. This has been the most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Kitagawa-kun, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is for it to improve through my own efforts. I see. Then, what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if all possible, I would also wish to be a wonderful master, one who would take me in and guide my brush with care. I see.
All right.
At any rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. Hope we meet again someday. Interesting.
Well then.
Well, tomorrow's the moment of truth. Akechi's panel. Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the last Cenarius has come to an end. Where'd you go? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Maruki, so I went to see him. So he was there. Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was. Thoroughly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yep. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is Akechi-kun's panel after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We have to stay calm no matter what he says. Right, I'll keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything. Photo. Photo time. This is when we're at the food stand. Oh, Futaba and Haru. And even yakisoba looks high class when Haru's eating it. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having yakisoba from a food stand now. I would say Futala's pulling it off more than Haru. I think just because you can't really see what Haru ordered that well. It was more delicious than I had imagined. It was. It wasn't instant stuff, but still good. Yeah, I don't mind, but food from the stall is always really tasty. Speaking of, where are the pictures of us at? You got pictures of us too, right? How about the one you took of Xander's yakisoba with the big red mountain of ginger? Oh. No, that one went straight into the trash. It had dry seaweed all over my teeth. Well. Prime Minister still unable to form an effective plan to counter Phantom Thieves. Ruling Party just split, and a snap election might be a real possibility.
Hey.
I don't know much to apologize myself, there's a lot going on. I guess we can't go out, can we?
Hey.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Alright, but thou must.
Oh.
I don't want to have that many options. I could play a game and eventually get a game ticket saying that I cleared the game. I want to finish reading that book we got from the book district.
Hey.
Let's save first, because once we do that, we are gonna be stuck on a roller coaster probably. I'll get back on a roller coaster.
Hey.
Let's read that long book that we ignored.
Make sure your clothes up.
Alright, I'm heading home. Our heart went hesitant to see essence of the Bushido. I don't know about the spirit of a samurai seems useful, but this book looks difficult.
Whoa.
Our dinner backs down is the secret of Bushido. To Bushido, my bad. Oh, too bad it's a three-parter, so we have to cram that next time. Our ratings again.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel.
And the moment of truth, I guess, too.
Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
If I were to guess, probably more than we know about that. Words. Probably about most, if not all of us, based on what he said yesterday. So I'm not that confident about this.
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Most likely the latter.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that
answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer. She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, I think he knows. And not in a good way.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down.
You realize he's looking at us, right? And not just at Makoto.
He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then, who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
We're walking right into that trap.
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Yeah, he knows.
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about? No.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten that fact.
That's gotta be shopped!
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes?
Alright. Which world?
Wouldn't all of you know more about it than me? I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge.
Tommy?
Dude, it's the nav.
When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as phantom thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you. I'll take your silence as confirmation. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you.
Wait, so... I know, obviously he saw us when we first went into the palace. But he staked out that place the entire time. Until we did the big stealing of the treasure.
He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
So he has a persona.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat.
It's a cat.
I swear, it just talked.
Nope, it's just a cat.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too, but I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, or we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders.
Well, on the bright side, we at least got intel, but I still don't see this ending well.
However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake. Which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you. Along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? And just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
Arrested, sued, and thrown to slammer, probably.
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
Is that the only way?
I can understand how you feel. It must be hard making a decision on the spot like this. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons.
Hold on. Never mind, false alarm.
We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi. Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
I don't know where it's honest at this point.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it.
Oh no, he found the top is great.
If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party?
Excuse me. I'm not sure yet.
Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can. It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
And now, it's time for your favorite Shuji tradition, the Student Sharing Special! But before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all. Members of the dance club, come on down!
Sick backflip.
Now everybody, join in! Don't fall behind the dance club.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
Alright, it's showtime.
Very impressive, Senpai.
And now that you're all warmed up, let's switch up the music!
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
Yo, who's that? Huh?
Oh, it's pretty cool, actually. Let the party consume me to cool off a bit outside.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there.
Very as I expected.
Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away. It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
Want me to walk you?
Thank you. I'll be all right, though. The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you. See you soon!
Well, not if other stuff happens with the police, but at least she's having fun. Jim's quiet down. Looks like the dance is over. I ought to head home. Festival party's about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that's gotta be nowhere. So I can use a change of pace. How about it? Yeah, looks like I received some messages. Are you still at school? I wonder what we should do about that deal he offered. Yeah, wanna go to the post-festival party together? I feel anxious being alone. Oh, brother guys, it begins. Are you going to the post-festival party? I had to stay at school for work, but I want to come down to the post-festival party and try to calm down. You can't really decide on what Akechi was saying anyways. I'm still pretty pissed out. Well, Mishima is here with me. You should join us. Oh, better gods. Well, it's not gonna be Ryuji. And it's not gonna be Haru. It's just like want to go over. Well, we came with Anne. We're gonna sick fan, so. Great. I'll say it's a gym. For one case, definitely gonna catch it. I can already feel that.
All right, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
Oh, sorry. I was just worried about the whole thing with Akechi-kun. We're gonna be okay, right?
Definitely.
It actually feels like that's the truth when you say it.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the Student Sharing Special! Round of applause, everyone!
They're really doing this again this year?
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone? No? I'll just have to pick someone then.
I guess this disorder really makes the post-festival party what it is.
How about the girl in the hoodie with the super bleached hair?
Huh? Me?
Well then, come on up.
What should I do?
Oh, he's calling you.
But...
Come! Everyone's waiting!
Fine.
And what is your name? Takamaki. Takamaki-san. Good looks, smoking body. You don't look like you have a complaint in the world. Now then, on with the show. What would you like to share with us today, Takamaki-san? Takamaki? Tamaki-san? I don't know. Here, I'll give you a question. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students? Huh?
Oh?
Man, he's going in for
We're
a
all
kill.
dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Takamaki-san?
What do I think?
Here's the trouble. I need to change the subject. If I say two, I'm gonna get slugged by every single person. You have a boyfriend?
Huh? Actually, I was wondering that myself.
I probably could have said three.
Hold on a sec. So, Takamaki-san, what's your relation to this guy? Huh? My, she's right as a beat. But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Takamaki-san.
Just when it was getting interesting.
It's finally over. That was embarrassing. I can't believe you had the courage to stand up and say that in front of everyone.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Huh? So you did it to help me? At any rate, I had really frozen up for a second there. So, thanks. You were a huge help. You know, you're actually a pretty dependable guy. I think we'll be good together. Ignore that. Talking about the future. That's a bit too heavy for right now.
Not at all.
Stop that! I'm still worried about Akechi-kun. But this post-festival party actually turned out pretty fun.
I'm just curious how it would go if I went with Kawakami instead, but I'll entertain a thought after the session.
I want you to have this.
Got some food. Looks delicious.
I hope you like it. Wanna head home together?
Have a lot of people been losing their minds lately? Yeah, there's been a sudden increase. That's because of that fan site. I heard the victims were on the vacants here. We should really be blaming the people who requested it.
Welcome home.
Hey, Futaba.
You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly. Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store? I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety.
And the train ride continues.
They're saying whatever they want.
Well, train wreck at this point. Dumpster fire turning into a bigger dumpster fire. I don't know.
So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young.
Why am I getting deja vu back when Makoto was put on the list of investigating us?
We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now, even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what.
We need someone to sue, otherwise we're gonna get sued out of a job. I had to throw the word sue in there some way to just make myself feel better.
Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
We're home! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this.
Yeah.
This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain. Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'll explain everything.
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still.
What made you notice?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these phantom thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the phantom thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at.
So you really are a street criminal, Sojiro.
It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking. That one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
Sorry for keeping quiet about it. You know.
You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
Believe what you want.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you know
notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here, some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
That's not true.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
What do you mean?
Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on, time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened. Oh, I'm tired.
It's been a long day. But he knows everything. We gotta be kidding. Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? Likely wouldn't be receiving these messages, but I know it's not okay. I had a feeling that Boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. More curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's murder? Yes, she was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, didn't you say Boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who would do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? Someone with a lot of power. Let your imagination run a little wild. But it would make sense. You're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? It's not impossible. This is getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
I guess the chief had an inkling after all. I thought I was actually serious though.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. It's so late already. Is Sojiro still awake? Kind of awkward. Sleep on the sofa.
Hey, wait!
Wait, shouldn't you sleep on the sofa so Futaba can go ahead and sleep on the bed? I'm gonna go home. Night. Alright, but that must.
I'll just add this.
I have a little bit more. I mean, let's see what happens next day. But yeah, to say we've been run over by the plot trains and understatement today.
Well then.
All right, I have one more day in me. Let's see what happens.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
I if you get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in.
Like I said before, up a creek out of the paddle. This is not the first or last time I'll be saying those words.
Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
There is no choice.
That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Just believe me, Sojiro.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
I believe how big the bounty is. We should look at the Phantom Thieves ourselves. He actually suggested he go to the school, correct? Right? Yeah, but it's not. It's been too many shutdowns, mental shutdowns as it is. That'll be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. 1 million yen, man. Just let me dream a little. Yo, you seen the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a water nose out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time. Backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good now. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
As a reminder, 100 yen's a dollar US roughly, so, you know, this $3 million worth for our heads to be thrown into the Stammered suit promptly. No pressure.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah. The enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No. Because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us.
Yeah, whoever we got definitely has power.
So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru?
It isn't anyone's fault, honestly.
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
Yeah. It's not that they baited us, it's not that we lost what we lost sight of what we originally did. I really don't know. I don't think it's those two though.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself.
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
We've been in worse positions in this, and if we run now, we're nearly biding our time until they catch us all. We'll overcome this.
Yeah. Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
No, you fail.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now.
It's no longer we're gonna get sued then thrown in jail. It's just we're gonna get back. It's just we're gonna bypass the whole we're getting sued part and just get thrown just now for eternity.
Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice. That'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
Can still change.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to carry out the blunt tomorrow after school. You think he is trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? It's sudden. This directly after the great reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? Manage before or manage now? Yeah, we're gonna overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. We'll see you all tomorrow. Well, see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, let things end here. We have to figure out who's behind everything.
Hey.
Oh yeah, this box came for you.
Hey!
What exactly? Catch you tomorrow? Hey, Sardro. Probation was almost over. It end like this.
Hey!
I figured as much. You determine they're either the 20s and 30s or the 40s and 50s.
Man!
Yeah, you guys see, I can't do anything, can I?
Oh!
I can. You know what? I have one more day in me. I know usually my 11 is my cutoff point, but I want to see what's going to happen, honestly, because I'm morbidly intrigued at this point. Alright.
Hey!
Let's finish reading that book, at least. Make me feel better. A heart that believes in oneself is the truth of Bushido. They finished reading Master Swordsman. I'm sure you just have a better understanding of the result that tries Bushido Master. Well, I got through my book at least. Are the Phantom Thieves innocent? Yeah.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone.
Also, you're the one campaigning.
Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little.
Or was that what I was hearing when we were trying to discuss how trapped we were?
The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before, but this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well.
Not really about the bounty, but more like who exactly is doing this and what position of power they have, honestly.
She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Rebel, you're indeed first. We're in the middle of plot. I anticipate John Cena happening, but I know it's there. It is. Well, at least the pieces are getting put together about why we targeted Sai next after Okamura.
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
The principal died during our time away at Hawaii. Someone or some people triggered a mental breakdown at the principal. He snapped in the real world and he got run over. The problem with that is said people or said person or people are blaming it on us, and they decided to play that card, well, literally, after Haru's father, the Okamura CEO, died live on TV under a mental breakdown, and they're using that as leverage against us. And that's why we're in this current predicament of the police are after us. They put a bounty on us, and Sai, the chick that you have a crush on, is leading the case. And now we're talking about maybe we should go into her palace and do that stuff to her. And I'm not sure if we're being led on if we're running into the true culprit's hands again. I'm not sure in that case. Yeah, we knew she was a detective. She's Makoto's sister. Her sister. That's her little sis. We knew that fact. It was just a matter of why we're suddenly targeting her in the current time of, you know, non-time skip us.
What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
And Akashi knows about us, but Akashi's turning a blind eye to help us because he knows that it's not us, but he knows it's not us. He has a persona, and he knows that it's the actual culprit, and it's not us that's doing this stuff. We just don't know what he wants us to do exactly.
You saying the police would do such a thing?
And we're leading to discover that the adults suck, and the police just want a confession. They don't care about jurisdiction or motives or all. They just want our head on a platter. Not even to sue us.
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
I feel when even the police are corrupted, when the adults are well, you get the point. I'm not gonna say it.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
That's putting it lightly.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen?
I mean, what's to say that isn't the case, considering that culprit knew about Okumura and... I almost said Futaba, but not Futaba. Monorame. Well, not Monorame. That Yakuza person. That one dude.
I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
Let me say, I am not for this plan. Because A, I'd rather not mess with someone so close to Makoto in the first place. And If I don't, then we're all screwed because SIU is gonna kick out our door and just arrest us all. Sooner or later.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
And that too. That's also what I'm worried about.
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
I think it's a lose-lose. The only exception is the other owl is further down the line, and if I say no, it's an immediate owl and we're all dead. Well, dead already, I should say, not dead.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge and extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
Yeah, especially I hate to say sometimes frenemy is sometimes friend.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, hmm? Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
It's not a bad deal, but it's still a bad deal. It's not as bad as it seemed on paper.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
Well, this is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped.
I mean, there's also the fact that Makoto, and we know that she lost both her parents, so...
Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
I'm not surprised at this point.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases.
Yep.
And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
I gotta admit, I wasn't thinking the story would go this way, going all the way back to we were a targeted Yakuza person. I'm so interested about how this goes, but it's still an intriguing thought process that I wasn't really anticipating that past us, well, our course of action would be to go after Sai. Do you believe her now?
Believe you? I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey!
Not great. I think the whatever they're putting in me before I talk to her is kicking in again.
You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out. But the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Justice wins in the end.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
I'm slowly starting to accept the truth. But that's all my bond with Sai is growing deeper.
Alright.
Oh, my judgment rank's increasing.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
The summary of the story up to this point has been updated. We know.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
Oh my.
A girl shouldn't say things like that.
We're talking about Futaba, of course she'll say that.
You tell her too!
That's impressive.
Don't fall for it! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first!
I can't resist. Sorry, Mona.
There's something else we want you to look into.
Yeah. I really can. Strange. Now for today's trade news. First off, the investigation team has announced new progress in the search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current cabinet. That, along with legislator Shido's plan for a new party, has sparked fears of government disbandment. Where are we meeting today? Oh, right. We were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. But where's that? Hint, the government office district. Kasumigas. Kasumigaski. Indeed. Oh, I've heard of the place. Never been there though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Oh, just looking up the map is impressive. Police District, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. That building is right near there too. Yeah, what kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Ketchikun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we're just gonna plunge head first into enemy territory? Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're gonna meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den. Great, out of frying pan straight into the oven.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
We were not that much time.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
And of course, inner tech wizard.
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Yeah, take it for Minori.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I have often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena? Conditions have not been
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Phoenix, right? Arena.
Gambling then.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met. What else is there? It must be a casino. Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Well, ordinarily I would say here we go again, but as much as I don't want to, well, no, because I'm already late enough as it is. I did start late. Oh, cutscene.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Yeah, that's totally the courthouse.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name too.
That's technically true.
Code name?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
At least I get to save.
Now then.
It is business as usual. First off, we have to find an infiltration route.
Let's do it.
Okay, I can't save. Good. Well, as much as I don't want a cliffhanger here given the situation, we did go... Did I return to the house? I'll spoil myself on what this music is. Save it for next time. But We went through a lot and a extra ton of plot. We'll find out more about Futaba's palace next time. So chances are I probably will be live Monday. I'm not sure. There's IRL stuff happening that may or may not put a damper on that plan, but if I'm not live Monday, I will definitely be live on Wednesday, and we'll see what our initial infiltration into our palace is like. But like, guys, it's just put in a roller coaster of how the plot has gone today.